Dank Swamp Rebellion with part 2 of Off the Deep End podcast. In the South, there's always a reason to drink beer. Now the Rebellion's giving you one more. Pickled Peppers Hop Shop. Homebrew kits delivered straight to your door.
The ceremony is about to begin.
Become a member of the 1 Million Brew Club today at pickledpeppershopshop.com. And don't forget to listen to Tyson and Tanner on their hit podcast, Pickled Peppers Hop Talk. Check out Pickled Peppers Hop Shop. Use promo code DSR Talks to get 20% off any brew kit. And don't forget to try the DSR Talks down the bayou, Magnolia Saison.
Pickles, peppers.
This is Grovon Mayer from the Dank Swamp Rebellion podcast, reminding you to stock up on your Elmer's CheeWees. Get you some of that. I'll tell you, the original's good, man. The original's real good. I like me the barbecue one. I like the taco one. Bruh, I dip that in some ranch meat. They got the hot and spicy. They got the pizza. The pizza one's real good, man. And so is the green onion. And if you like a little something sweet after, get you some of that caramel popcorn. They ain't sleeping on that caramel popcorn. And remember, if it ain't Elmer, it ain't CheeWees.
Elmer's Quality Snacks since 1946.
Oh, and don't forget about those seasonal flavors. This message was approved by Grovon Mayer.
Tooth, bro. It was
Hold the phone.
no fucking joke, dude. I have like
Your child tooth? Please tell me it was your child tooth.
It was mine. It was an El Nino tooth.
Thought, like, or some Mexican kid just like back there just kneading fucking that Mexican candy, and he falls asleep, dude. And the guy with the AK-47 comes behind him, smacks him in the back of the head. Wakes the kid back up, and now he's fucking making candy again.
Why are you gonna make it so real, Mike?
Shit, dog.
You hear this, Joe Biden? Go save them.
I can see a child too eating that Mexican candy, dude.
Well, dude,
It's fucking bizarre. And my dog ate it, dude.
that tells me
My dog ate my tooth.
that tells me a lot though, because like y'all talking about the aisle at Walmart, and our Mexican aisle at Walmart, all the wrappers are black. They're not clear.
Mm. I was gonna say I don't get it.
I was baking on that one for too long, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I had one in the chamber earlier. I had to let go of because it turned out to just be actually a part.
It hurts.
Yeah, we're not allowed to say Mexican aisle here. We have to. It says Spanish. It actually says Spanish.
It's a Spanish aisle.
Oh,
like the Spanish.
I was gonna interrupt him.
I can't get you guys a pass or nothing. I don't have enough in me.
Yeah.
Give me enough pass. They'll come cut my balls off.
I was gonna interject and say Hispanic aisle, sir, Hispanic aisle, but like at the same time. Yeah.
It's like the Spanish aisle.
But dude,
from the Titanic, but I'm half.
we just did it though. See, I just felt the need to say Hispanic aisle, and I'm the white guy amongst two like more Mexican than me guys. I'm offended and they're not. Like, do you see the problem?
Yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah, you're the problem.
Yeah, because you had to identify that there was more people Mexican than you. That's the problem.
This is the problem, guys. This is the problem, and it's me.
Is it because you wish you had a higher percentage of Mexicanicity?
Yeah, I do, because I was constantly looking for their approval when I was picking fruit with like migrant workers. I was constantly trying to be like, I was trying to get a cool nickname, and eventually they called me Barba Roja, which means red beard, and that's when I knew I had made it. You know,
you were accepted.
But I was for a long time hunting that approval.
Instead of like the white ninja, you were like the white orchard apple picker. That was.
I thought you were gonna say the brown ninja.
Like the Wedo dude to be working in.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Ninja, but
Well, when you're white,
bad reference.
when you're white and you're working in the orchards like that, they assume your dad owns the place because it's like there's other jobs and it's hard work and it's like, why are you here, white person? So it was
Like, why aren't you in the big house?
And that's when you realize that you're there because of work release.
Yeah, I'm there because I just have no skills, and I've continued to have jobs where I don't promote skills. You can call driving a skill, but I call it skating by and not learning a skill.
Not to mention, that's the only job you can have to where you can smoke pot and take a shit in the romaine lettuce at the same time.
Damn.
Dude, being a driver in a city like ours, I see so much good homeless activity. My act is constantly. I could do 10 minutes on the homeless, I think, at this point. But no one wants to hear it, dude. That's not.
No one wants
that's
to
too real.
see it either.
That's too real.
Yeah, it's too real, dude.
I don't know, man. I
No
miss
one
the
wants
old
to-
bum fight videos. Remember that? That was killer.
Yeah, Rufus the stunt bum. There was all sorts of good.
Yeah, the king of
content.
Kansas City with his solid gold doves. Yep, fucking right.
They got homes because of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys were getting. They were like giving them stacks of clothes and money, crazy shit. They were. You know what I mean? That's better than nothing. I do it. If I was homeless right now and a punk like Adam or Mike came up to me and made me do like a jackass stunt for like some food money, I'd do it in a second. I wouldn't even think about it.
You would do it even if you weren't homeless though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Punk.
Friendship's
dude.
over.
Called you a
Friendship's.
punk.
Oh, I'm coming over right now. Right
Dude,
now.
you won't. Dude, I own nunchucks.
Yo,
And a
'cause
ring
Maddie's
doorbell.
There. Maddie's there, and I'm
gonna see you
afraid of
coming.
Maddie. I just want you to know
Here's
that.
the other thing, dude. You need to know that I own nunchucks. I'm a man who owns nunchucks. Now,
What,
do I know
now-
how to use them? I don't know. Come find out. Come fucking find out.
Not afraid of that. If Maddie comes out twirling them, I ain't fucking with her.
Yeah, dude. Watch
Your
out.
old
man.
lady's tough.
Watch out.
Did you get that before you were a father, or did you get that afterwards?
To defend
I
the child.
got it the first time I was able to make a purchase on the internet. I got one of those prepaid Visa cards. And so it was like the first time I had the open world market. And I'm like, you can buy anything. What are you going to buy?
So these aren't newborn nunchucks. Okay, got it.
No. I have some practice ones for when we get a little older, though. So we'll see where that goes.
I just
my kid's too young.
What a
My kid's
what a good
5
bonding
months is-
experience to be able to learn
Yeah.
nunchucks with your old man. That's nice.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, 5 months is a little too early. I think we'll wait till like maybe like 10 months to start nunchucks training. Maybe longer. I don't know. We'll see.
Good call.
You're gonna bash this kid in the head with these nunchucks when you're practicing.
well,
I can just
here's
see
the
it.
thing.
Just,
You gotta
What?
do it
Oh,
now.
sorry.
You gotta do it now while because their bones are actually mostly liquid at this age. It was some weird shit I found out while I was high. They have more liquid in their bones. That's why they're able to like roll
bounce and
off the
stretch.
bed and
That's
be
right.
fine.
Turn into a ball and roll through like a small hole.
No, the idea is, they can kind of like shrug off damage a little better at this age is the idea. And
Yeah,
so
like
the
Michael
point is-
Jackson.
like young Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
could take it.
flubber, like flubber.
The
was
first thing
Robert
I did,
Williams,
though,
but that's better.
I pulled them out of the package. They look like 2 dildos. This is the problem. This is why I got roasted.
You kid?
I pulled the nunchucks out of the package. I got them, and they looked white, but they were see-through, and so they were just like they looked like 2 dildos on a chain. And I thinking
That's
this
a
is
good
easy,
name.
you know.
That's a good rap name.
I thought that was Mac Miller.
That would have been like, Maddie, are these for me or for you?
Yeah, well, technically it's a 2-player game, that one. But
We'll meet at the chain in the middle.
I thought it would be dope, and it's easy, and I swung it around and smacked myself in the face like the first, minute I had it. So, like, it's been a rough
Dude,
it's been a rough
Michelangelo used the fuck out of those things.
Yeah,
They're not.
he don't fuck around.
They're not toys. That's a weapon.
And,
Yeah, don't go to sleep on a nunchuck, man. Especially one with a switchblade that's hidden in the handle.
Or on fire.
Yeah,
Well,
dude,
that's-
a nunchuck on fire, I don't fuck with.
Oh no, dude.
Nunchuck on fire, I don't fucking. Yeah, of course not. I wouldn't touch it, even if I knew how to use it.
That's right.
You can put a blade on the end of the nunchuck.
Yeah, that's
like
scary.
Yeah, that was what Maxie did in Soul Calibur. Yeah.
Since we've gone medieval on this shit, have y'all watched the new Mortal Kombat movie?
Yeah,
no, I have not got that.
I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan.
Same.
Loved it since forever.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome, man. It got a lot of hate from, idiots, but I thought it was great.
Yeah.
The cheese was real, and I liked it.
Oh, yeah. Good. It had that good cheese whiz.
Wall. They really didn't care about the fourth wall this time around. They kind of looked at the camera and were like, hey, acknowledge it.
I'm here.
No, it's my time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, though.
I didn't.
It made me feel like I could do some of those things, though. Once again, it's just like when I watched the first Ninja Turtle movie ever, right? And I thought I was Donatello, so I ran up to my brother and I smashed him in the face with a baseball bat. It's the same feeling when I watch that,
I was like,
I can be a ninja. So I'm slinging knives around in the kitchen, and the next thing you know, the cat is dead.
Go ninja, go ninja, go. Yes.
Yeah. And the confidence will get you there. You just keep being confident about it, no matter how much shit you break. That's why I've kept him.
He's like, you should see the walls of my apartment.
It's not because of the dildo shape or anything. That's
No.
Glory hole.
No.
A pair of nunchucks hanging through a glory hole.
Yeah. I used to be a fucking huge D&D nerd. Played D&D for many years. I still am. I'm gonna get back into it. I have no free time, so it might be a while. But I came up with a custom weapon in a campaign one time, and it was called Razor Rangs. It was just boomerangs covered in razors, and so it's like you throw it, you maybe kill somebody, but then you fuck yourself up catching it. It's not a good weapon.
That's the double entendre.
Yeah.
It's called character building.
No Mary weapon.
yeah. It's a total. Yeah.
See, that's why I was never allowed to play with that, because immediately I thought of, man, I would make like a potato gun that shoots poo and gives everybody pink eye.
Hell yeah. Dude, potato gun made me so happy right now. You unlock like hidden memories right now. Did you guys make potato guns?
We did.
Obviously, I imagine you did. You look like some potato gun motherfuckers.
That was a normal thing.
We actually we would shoot each other with shit like that. I mean, one of my earliest fondest memories of 4th of July, as young as I can remember, is my papa taking 4-inch pieces of PVC and putting it on our shoulders, all the cousins, and we're running around the yard with bottle rockets shooting them at each other. And sometimes they would like stick to you know what I'm talking about, and then like burn that piece of your shirt onto your skin. And we didn't give a shit. We just kept going.
That was a battle wound. It was
we
cool.
would start crying, and Papa would say, drink some of this beer and get back at it.
Just don't do
all right.
Don't do it in windbreaker material.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and it stunk. It smelled like a hooker.
Yeah.
It's like when a hooker drops the cigarette in her bush.
See, those are effective weapons, and I always looked at it like in a different way. That I would take my moon shoes, and I would.
I'm in.
I would attach my cleats to the bottom of the moon shoes. That way, whenever I was jumping around in the yard, I was really grounded. But then when I'd get stuck, I would just try and come up and can't and face plant. So they were weapons, but they were against me, which is, I learned
which is the worst kind of weapon. Yeah,
I learned my lesson there.
That's the idea. The idea is just bad, non-effective weapons you've made.
Start a D&D campaign with all of those really shitty weapons.
Well, there's a class called Improvised Weapon Specialist. So basically, Jackie Chan. You're just like, ooh, a wrench, a ladder, your own coat. Yeah.
Now you can take that at UCLA along with the attention span of fucking Celine Dion or some bullshit as a credited course.
Thanks, Cory.
Yeah.
Thanks off the deep end.
Yeah, dude.
In the arms of an angel, boys. In the arms of an angel.
Oh, man. How can you ever hear that song
Yeah,
and
you
not see
find
the
some
commercial with the cats and shit, right? Or what was that the animal one?
Cats.
That's the Animal Bestiality commercial, yeah.
The other one was where Sally Struthers would eat those kids.
Give us money or we'll keep fucking these animals.
Yeah. Sarah McLaughlin.
Is this blackmail? You can't say that. No.
Swear to God.
It just
You
keeps
like this
cutting
dog?
to that clip of the baboon fucking that frog.
I was just imagining people holding animals ransom. They're like, "I'll let this cat go. Just donate. Just donate now."
Well, dude, tell them about the rappers that did the same thing just recently.
Yeah, so there's a couple of rappers from NOLA who are on tour right now who are coming back around, and they made a rap song called "Kill Yourself," and it's all about if you don't sign us, we're gonna kill ourselves because they're all methed out. And the record company, they heard their cry for help and signed them.
This is a real story.
And now they're huge. So in October, they're coming here. Yeah, Suicide Boys.
That's aggressive negotiation. That's aggressive.
Either sign us or we're going to kill ourselves. And one of them was really retarded because he's like, I'm going to shoot you and then I'm next. You son of a bitch me.
Yeah.
He's like, they couldn't even shoot each other.
Yeah. Did you say Suicide Boys? I've heard of Suicide Boys.
Yeah, they're from here.
Okay, I've heard of that. I've heard a few songs by them. They got some skill on the mic, I will say.
They got some auto-tune, yeah.
They got some auto-tune. They have some skill with the auto-tune. Yeah.
They know how to use the auto-tune.
That plug-in's sick. I'm gonna see auto-tune live next week.
They look like
live.
They look like those typical.
It's the embodiment of T-Pain's ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet their laptop throws a crazy show. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of music, you guys, we're going to open up this episode on our end with the songs we got. We'll open with one and end with one, and they are fire. So hats off to you guys for making some dope music for us.
Fuck yeah, man.
Much appreciated, guys.
Tell Cody thank you the most, though.
Cody, fucking killer, dude. The Space Funk one, we're calling one of them Space Funk because it is the embodiment of it. I'm pretty sure you know which one it is.
Just stop being modest, man.
Yeah, it's bomb, dude. I had my buddy. I was plugging his SoundCloud since we started.
Yeah.
And he's a great beat maker and whatnot, but I wanted something that was for us. You know what I mean? Tailored. It's like a tailored suit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
man.
It means a lot.
Those are super cool tracks, and they fit exactly. Like when I heard it, I was like, yeah, this is off the deep end. You know, like,
oh yeah,
this needs to be their shit. They come out on stage with. This is their podcast. Like anytime you hear it, this is them.
And the thing is, when we started our show, early on we made it a point because it's like we said, we're not comedians, we're not anything. We're just musicians that got tired of dealing with bands.
Fucking awesome is what you are.
Well, thank you, man. We appreciate it.
We have to hold the blowjobs. Hold the blowjobs.
Oh, I'm gonna suck them off right now in front of everybody.
Hold the blowjobs.
Virtual blowjobs on the next Maury Povich.
We'll do it. Yeah, we'll end the Zoom call with the blowjobs and start. But that's what drew us to you, was that we were comedians and you guys were like music heads. It was cool because we're just coming from different worlds, you know?
But we always wanted everything to be organic as far as the music flow, and even if the podcast was cool or whatever, we wanted the background music and the intro and everything we do. We wanted to write it ourselves and not just be loops that come off the internet. And then with people that we fuck with, like you guys and Pickled Peppers and we can go on and on, but we've wanted to do that for you guys too because it's so we feel like it's an awesome thing and it's an original thing. That I feel like other people may not. It's not that they can't do it; they just don't know where to start with that or have access to it. And we want people to know that we're accessible for that kind of stuff.
That's where the production side started too. Like knowing that we had this skill set, and when you rip a beat off online, everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone knows and heard that beat that was looking for one.
Yeah.
And it sounds really generic, even if you put other lyrics on top of it or something to give it its own thing for you, but that beat wasn't constructed for you, so you could tell. And which sucks is like, dude, I heard a really good podcast recently, and I heard their theme song, and I was like, okay, the theme song's pretty all right. and then I heard that same theme song on a fucking beer ad on YouTube.
And then on a fishing video on YouTube.
So it's like, man, it pulls you out of it. So
I mean, even Hop Talks, when they said, we're like, where'd you get your intro? And he's like, man, honestly, we're kind of, I'm a musician, but I bought it. And it's like, well, dude, at least you didn't fucking rip it. You didn't steal it. So I can at least respect that, And then we rewrote their theme song for them, and they loved that. And it made us feel good because we could take something that just was kind of out the box for them and do that. But I mean, man, to be honest with you, for me and him, that's the easiest side of all this is the music side. Writing together, we just realized early on that writing was like a symbiotic thing between us, and we can knock something out in a very, very short period of time. So it's been cool, man. We appreciate the love from you guys because we've been digging you guys since the fucking beginning, man.
Oh yeah. Since the fucking early days of the podcast, back when we were in the room that is now full of diapers and baby stuff.
The Leviathan lobster days.
It is long been.
Yeah, I wanted to get into that.
Exactly.
We've been growing that cult since that day too.
Yes.
That has been exponential.
It's grown by 5 people,
which is a lot.
We're doing good.
I spread the word too. Do you guys ever fuck with American Gods by Neil Gaiman?
No.
It's like a book and a TV show now.
Oh no.
Super fire if you haven't. The idea behind it is just that anything that's been prayed to, any sort of deity, is like real and like and it's a whole world where they all battle each other and shit, and it's fire. But the ideology
like Marvel
behind
Secret
it all,
Wars.
Yes, it basically, Secret Wars is my favorite Marvel, by the way. Good shout out, quality shout out. But that's the idea that as soon as you've even given one thought and prayer to it, like a leprechaun, for instance, and you come to America with it, now there's a leprechaun that's American, and there's like 100 Jesuses in the show. I watched it. There was like Asian Jesus, you got party Jesus, you got like white suburban
and they were
Jesus.
Fighting each other.
No, they're just drinking at a party. They're chilling, drinking at a party together. But yeah, at some point, all the other like the new gods and the old gods fight each other. That's my book review for the week. I'll digress, but
that's pretty
some
awesome.
Good shit.
That's like a god battle royale.
The lobster Leviathan god is gonna come to that party and just fuck up the whole ordeal, dude.
And gonna be so delicious at the same time.
Yeah. You'll get fried up. I was gonna say, I really enjoyed the package you guys sent us. We got like the Mardi Gras beads.
Oh hell yeah!
You explained what the little baby meant. What did the little baby mean?
So basically, back in the day, they used to bake the little toy baby inside of the king cake, and it was tradition that you'd slice up the king cake, and then whoever. And it's at one point you only had king cake on Mardi Gras Day. It wasn't like where you get it for 4 months before Mardi Gras, and it was on Mardi Gras Day. So when they sliced that cake, and whoever got the piece that had the baby inside, they were responsible for purchasing the next Mardi Gras king cake. So about probably 10, 12 years ago, some kid, fucking idiot, choked on it.
And ate it.
And so they now put it on the outside of the cake. They no longer bake it in. So some moron didn't know how to chew properly, or just inhaled a piece of king cake. And choked out. So
you got the gump of eating cake right there.
Yeah. So technically, you're responsible for buying us a king cake next year.
Yeah.
All right. That's a fair deal.
I mean, that does mean that you gotta fucking come down here.
I zoned the fuck out for a minute, guys. My bad.
You're good.
Mike Areola just shows up and says, "Hey, I'm just gonna tweak out for a minute. Come on back in. Fuck you guys. I like that.
Come on back, man.
Yes.
I've been earlier.
Just wanted you to know that I'm high and I'm still here.
I'm high too, man. I'm right there with you. I'm on the shroom room.
That out though. After I coughed that out, bro, it was just. I was gone.
Magic, yeah.
So the next agenda I wanted to talk to you guys about was about your van. So you're pimping out like it's a school bus, right?
Yeah, it's a 1995 International Diesel. Yeah, 32 feet.
Full ass school bus.
People are going crazy about. It's my buddy sits there all day and watches the refabricate a fucking Express into a live in it van. It's like the dream right now. Absolutely insane, dude. It's big ups, and I hope you guys come through here when you're touring.
Absolutely. Believe it or not, the bus will be 100% to completion in the next 10 days.
Nice.
So it's ready to roll.
You guys are ready to just set sail and just fucking cut the anchor.
I'm done with the bullshit thing that we're, people are enslaved to this idea. Think about it this way. I have a 5-bedroom house that's on the market, and it was sold to my wife about 7 years ago, and we've almost paid the house off, right? So they gave somebody a loan in 1968 to build the house, and they gave them a loan for $175,000. Then we turned around and we bought it for $190,000, and now we're turning around and we're selling it for $210,000. So the banks made their money 3 times over. They've sold that house 3 times over. It's definitely not worth that. And the government is just soaking it up because people don't understand. They're drones to this idea because that's what they told us, is that you're supposed to go to college and you're supposed to get a house and you're supposed to make a bunch of kids and you're supposed to pay all these taxes in, and that's going to mean something in life, and it fucking doesn't, man.
That's your role as an American.
Nope. Doesn't mean a thing. I missed the road.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's what stemmed all that, man. It's just like going the anarchist lifestyle and knowing that that's what the rebellion ultimately is about, is not being confined. Because when you start confining, it starts with money always. Because if you can confine people's money, you can confine their lives, right? But then when you start to try and confine artistic ability and artistic thought process and free speech and free thought, then that's a whole nother level, and that's where we've gotten to, I think, as a society, and that's what we're fighting, man. We don't want that shit,
And then shit pops off when they do that.
Dude,
right.
That's why I do comedy, man. I wanted to make people not forget what we came from and who we are, man. What we should be allowed to do.
That's an awesome reason to do comedy.
That's amazing. Yeah. The biggest thing about it is
I'll say midget if I want to.
Yeah, midget's good.
He will. Yeah, he will.
I like hot midgets.
Yeah, he'll do Mike will do that race joke even though everyone in the room is like, oh boy.
Do it anyway.
Big ups. Big ups.
And it either kills hard or it doesn't. That's all I gotta say.
It's a fat dog dick. Yeah.
I fucking really dig the ideology.
Yeah, and the bus
Stephanie
thing.
And her husband make the joke, dude. They thought it was good.
No, it's a good joke. It's just some people hate race talk in general at all.
Well, no. So it was Mike. The last time I watched Mike perform, we're just gonna call it the racial joke. It's not racist. It's a racial joke. He was planning to do it, and then like 2 of our comedian friends, they're a couple. They're black. They're super funny and nice. And they came in, and I told Mike, I'm like, abort the joke. Now let's read the room. This is not the time to do it or whatever. And he did it anyway, and he did good. The joke was great. The problem was Mike was apologizing, and at one point Trey was like, "We can smell your fear." Like he said that to Mike.
He called you out, dude. Fuck.
So it's like, you have to commit to it. You can't be like, hey, and I'm sorry about this, but this next time.
Yeah, just own it. Don't ever say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He was like, he's like, just do. I was like, you're making me real nervous, man.
Yeah. You can smell your fear a mile away.
I was like, I want to do this joke, but this guy right here is making me real nervous.
What's the joke?
He's like,
I gotta hear the joke. What's the joke?
Do you want to tell him the joke?
It's up to you. Okay, I can do it. Like, I might cut in and out here, but
give him like the elevator speech of it.
All right, so it's bringing back the N-word.
Are you on Bayou Lafourche or Terrebonne? Well, I have good news for you.
Tired of looking for guitar strings at a pawn shop, or looking for patch cables, or, just those things that you need to make it happen for the next gig? Well, I'm happy to say Bayou Merchandise and Specialties has your back. This shop has everything to support local musicians and creatives, from strings, instruments, effects pedals, picks, practice amps, to live amplification. And if you don't see something in the shop that you're looking for, they'd be more than happy to place that order for you. And when it comes to customer service, there is no competition. Bayou Merchandise and Specialties staff goes above and beyond to make sure you are getting what you need. Tired of practicing cooped up in the house all day? Join them for their live jam sessions throughout the week. Check their Facebook for dates and details. Go jam with some of the most talented musicians on the Bayou. Bayou Merchandise and Specialties is your one-stop shop on Bayou Lafourche, located right next to the IGA. Give them a call at 985-632-0604. That's 985-632-0604.
Thank you for listening to the Dank Swamp Rebellion. Tune in next week for part 3 of the Off the